America has issued a security alert yesterday on the Koiki media. Money in don't play out in the Middle East, in Nigeria. Where is the source of your information? Fake news. Adúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run pé kò ń ṣe Nigeria ni mo ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ journalism mi. I am not one of your brown envelope. I don't get paid by the government. But ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá là ń sọ fún pé ẹ ràn wá lọ́wọ́. Ẹ kọ̀mítì ìrànlọ́wọ́ sí platform yìí. Torí pé this is one of the platforms that will stay all the way through. A máa fi gba freedom wa. Even no matter how tough it could be, no matter what the situation are, Koiki Media, ilé-iṣẹ́ yìí ló máa wà lára many, and I hope many, but I can only speak for myself because èmi ni mo mọnú ara mi, mo lè confirm inú ẹlòmíì. Kódà mo sọ fáwọn tó ń bá mi ṣiṣẹ́, if they are not going to be interested in Yoruba Nation, they have the right to walk away, but they cannot compromise my platform because so no matter what is thrown at Koiki Media, you have the right journalists that can give you everything that you need to know, no matter what it is. Whether it is bitter truth, whether it will hurt some of you, Yoruba Nation, because I know some of you, Yoruba Nation, like I always say, because as far as I'm concerned, Nigeria is not a country. But as I speak to you right now, there is a security alert. Security alert, America to issue it. Military barracks. Come up by explosion to my fight. Lost any military barracks right now because America no sorrow. In America, Larry, via a mu retele, Nibate min solano. But since the way Ekoriwa be and ton sorrow, femu authentic Yoruba Nation lábẹ́ bàbá Kítóyè Tolóyè Amadéyẹmọ àtàwọn tí wọ́n jọ ń tò ó máa bọ́ sí. Tó bá jẹ́ pé American government ló ní Yoruba Nation will be a country, ẹ máa accept it. Kódà ẹlòmíì àtúndáwó fún Donald Trump because even Donald Trump, people raise money for him. Nígbà tí Donald Trump face election, he's a billionaire. They were even donating money to him. Tabaniko donate. Wọ́n ní torí owó la ṣe ń ṣe. America flew over 7, I don't know, maybe more. B-2 bomber, each one of them cost $2 billion. Both operations America lost in Iran, only God knows how much it has cost. I want to know what 4 years ago. I keep asking, 4 years and today, what she need what 4 years ago. You can see the psychological effect that many Yoruba people are enduring. But let me tell you today, from the news that is coming out in the last few hours, many people have died in Nigeria. Many will still die because they refuse to accept to dissolve. And that is why the topic this evening is saying to President Bola Tinubu, negotiate now. There will be more terrorism attack in Nigeria. But right now, as I speak to us on your screen, I am not the one making it up. It is not me. America is telling their citizens to stay away from the military installation across Nigeria, precisely in Abuja. The government facilities, Tobajomo Yoruba, don't need American passport. American government is software. But Tori Womo Yoruba, Timon Sofunpe, there is danger in Nigeria. You are telling me to shut up. You are telling me that I am the one bringing the war to Nigeria. But right now, as I speak to Ross, the news has been filtering out in the last few hours. It is not only Nigeria. because America ti lọ fa wèrè lọ́yàn. Wèrè tó dẹ̀ fà lọ́yàn náà máa dáhùn padà. The war in the Middle East is just the beginning. Nobody knows the end of it. But that is not my problem. My problem is how Yoruba people should tell Tinubu to negotiate now. He will either negotiate in crisis, he will either negotiate while it is peaceful, he will either negotiate while it is anarchy, or he will negotiate while Nigeria is going into a war. But as I speak to you right now, the situation in Nigeria is just the beginning and the end of it. My name is Olayomi Koiki. You've been following us for the last 4 years as we campaign for self-determination, which is an inalienable right. That right must be respected by President Bola Tinubu, and that right must be respected by the international community. But look at all the headlines. People's Gazette. The United States has warned its citizens to avoid Nigerian military bases and the government facilities. What are the government facilities? Mad not see any government facilities because there could be explosion, or there could be explosive rather. There could be danger. We saw 2 weeks ago, there was a bomb attack at 5 kilometers to Abuja. Tinubu doesn't know what is coming. He thinks that the Yoruba people are the one that is bringing the war. The war is already in Nigeria. Punch newspaper. U.S. warns the citizens to avoid the military government facilities in Abuja. Vanguard newspaper. Security alert. U.S. warns citizens to avoid the military government facilities in Abuja. Tribune online. Insecurity. We have told you many times, there will be more deaths. As I speak to you today, 18 passengers have been kidnapped in Kogi State. Nobody knows where they are. The government is not looking for them because the government cannot look after itself. Many Nigerians will die because they refuse to accept the truth that we must tell Tinubu to negotiate now because there is fire on the mountain. Insecurity. Avoid military government facilities in Abuja. The U.S. government is warning the citizen. Arise newspaper. U.S. Embassy issues security alert, warns Americans to avoid military and government sites. Avoid trips to military government site. Daily Trust. The Cable. U.S. asks citizens to avoid unofficial visit to any military bases in Abuja. Avoid military government, and it goes on and on and on and on. I am happy that it is not me saying this anymore. If they like, let them put more fire in the mountain. I am happy. I am excited. I have warned Nigerians that the end of Nigeria would happen in my lifetime. It is just the beginning. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Are you just new to this platform? Share the program. Invite others to do so, because Nigeria will end. It does not matter how prepared the politicians are. Fulani would destroy every part of Nigeria. But the Yoruba will now start telling Tinubu, is either you will negotiate peacefully, or you would have no other choice than to negotiate when it is a tough time ahead. It is the day 12 of the Yoruba Nation rally. Maberu, Mafoya, Fulani ma sheka fun Tinubu. El Rufai will put more fire. Atiku will put more fire. They have the money. They have the terrorists in their hand. All we are saying to Tinubu is, I beg, negotiate now. You know why? It will be in the interest of every single one of us.
The Yoruba indigene. I want to talk to you all. And I want you to listen and accept what I'm about to say. I said they are already usurping you from your villages all over Yoruba State. In Ogun State, Osun State, Ondo State,
Anambra State,
even Anambra State, even the Igbo lands as well. People are already entering those places. And they're already overtaking you people in your various states. What we are saying right now, this is not about religion.
Christian,
whether you're a Christian
Muslim,
or you're a Muslim, are we are Yoruba traditional worshippers? This is time we must band together to fight for our father's so that they don't overtake us in it. Don't let them use religion to take over our land. All those villages they have taken over in Ondo State. When they wanted to kill, they killed Christian and Muslim alike. They are fighting for the land. They are not fighting for religion. They are just coming through the lens of religion. But I'm telling you, all Yoruba people, please be prepared. Nigerians at large, please be well prepared so that they don't take you away from your father's land. And calling onto the royalties in Yoruba land. The Oni of Ife, the Imperial Majesty. Kabiyesi, we greet you, sir. Please talk about this. The new Alaafin, please talk about it. All the kings in Ondo State. The kings in Lagos, Oyo, Osun, please talk about this. Because when the war overwhelms us, we will not be able to do anything about it. Personally, I'm ready for war. I told you the last time that you fortify yourself. So people will say, why will a pastor utter that kind of statement? Please go and fortify yourself. Because when war comes, I will drop my Bible.
Madira, continue to wait for Tinubu that cannot even protect his family right now. America is warning the citizens. I'll be telling you everything you need to know. You don't want to touch the dial. You don't want to move away from the platform. If a platform is not convenient for you, we are streaming on the Koiki Media. We are now on TikTok, but we can't go TikTok live simultaneously while we are live. I was live on TikTok about some few hours ago. Go and follow me on TikTok so that you can keep up to date with the Yoruba Nation self-determination. Follow us on all the channels so that you do not miss anything out. As we prepare the program this evening, remember that we need your support. What I mean by that, the platform needs your financial donation. Continue with that money. We need money. I am not asking you money for Yoruba Nation. Do not mix it together. When we say donate now, we are saying donate to Koiki Media, not donate to Koiki Media for any other reason, so that Koiki Media can continue the great job it's doing on behalf of millions of Yoruba people. Whether they agree, they are under the show, they are taking information, and they are running with it. I told you on Sunday, money America tilofa wiri loyon. America tifa wiri loyon in the Middle East. And what does that mean? When America attacks Iran, America is also preparing for retaliation. Even though American government is warning Iran, warning them, if you dare do anything, do not be deceived. Iran will still do more, because Iran is not just going to sit back and do not do anything. Don't come and tell me that America has the power to do whatever they can do. No. America can have the power. Iran can react back. There is problem in the Middle East, but there is bigger problem in Africa. And wherever that problem is, it is right inside Yoruba land. And that is why we are saying to those that are still disagreeing with us, those buffoons, those idiots, those that still want to go and use PVC that is not going to work, those that know that Tinubu go rig election, they are waiting for Jagaban to give them something. Bomb bastard Yoruba people, bomb bastard Nigerians that believe that Nigeria will be a great place. Even the British have started evacuating their citizens from Israel. Why not leave them there? 16, according to David Lammy. David Lammy knows that Britain can no longer secure what they've started. Britain cannot leave 16 or many more of their citizens. Yet, they are telling Nigerians, oh, don't worry, it's going to be better for you. Don't worry, by 2075, Nigeria will be a great place. Even though David Lammy, under the Secretary of State, is quickly evacuating millions and millions of their people. You think it's not like? Make now listen to what David Lammy talk.
To this fast-moving situation, our first priority remains the welfare of British nationals in Iran and Israel, and our staff.
You see, corrupt Britain. Their first welfare is the citizen that is in Israel, to pull them out, push them to Cyprus, and bring them back home. But when we say a Yoruba government will do the same thing, many of you that are living across that region, forget it. Tinubu is not coming to rescue you. Find anywhere that you can protect yourself. I've been following my beautiful journalist, elder sister, Dr. Kemi Onoloyo, warning people in Lebanon, in Qatar, many regions in that location. If you are in Nigeria, you are waiting for Tinubu. And as we kickstart the program, remember that we are not one, but we haven't played the Yoruba anthem. Don't go anywhere. This is the international platform that tells Britain the truth. You cannot secure your citizen out of Israel and be telling we Yoruba people to remain under the Fulani Caliphate. We will destroy everything that you created. And how we're going to start it is from the media. Possible. Bomb bastard Yoruba people that doesn't accept the truth because the truth is so bitter. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Don't go anywhere because David Lamy has something to say, but I have something to show as well. And welcome back. Quite a lot is happening around the world, but let's focus our mind in Nigeria. As the breakup of Nigeria, the dissolution of Nigeria, Nigeria at the verge of breakup, but Britain is still the backbone of Nigeria. Thank you so much. I can see some credit alert coming through. Please continue to donate, no matter how small. We need the pounds, we need the naira, we need the CFA for operational purpose, not to buy weapons. We are media people, we don't buy weapons. The only weapon I buy is to change my gadget, equip my staff, and make sure that they are available for Yoruba people 24/7 without you paying us. But support, please let's keep the support going. Don't be tired. Make sure that you are supporting the only channel that will be the last person to not say this freedom, I don't tire. No, you will never hear it from Koiki Media. I can only speak for myself. And I will give you every reason and every right that Yoruba should be a country because Britain, Britain wants to evacuate their people out of Middle East. But the same Britain that created Nigeria wants to tell me that we should remain in Nigeria. That empire will collapse, whatever it will take. We will be strategic. We will continue the push. We will continue the fight. It is not going to be a one-day fight. Even after a Yoruba nation is fully declared, we must protect it with our blood, with everything that remains in our blood. Because most of Oba UK can invite Ukraine Prime Minister, yet Oba UK will invite any of your king to Buckingham Palace. I will tell you that about that today. They don't want to go anywhere. Moki Babawa, Benjamin Adumati, Moki Babawa, Professor Akintoye. Mosofunyekbe, any of your king, let them come out and tell me. Any of if any, Alakeni, Awujaleni, Bubumapata, Abe King Charles Lowa. That is why they can't come out and endorse a Yoruba country, a Yoruba people that have existed for 14,000 years. That for me, I don't understand. They have all compromised. Let's focus back. You have been hearing David Lamy, many of you, but you don't know who is David Lamy. David Lammy said Nigeria will be a better place by 2075. Let me give you his video that I've got ready for you, but I believe I have a better image of him as well. David Lammy was the one to was in Nigeria. After I lost submit letter sí ọ̀dọ̀ Tinubu, ọ̀dọ̀ Keith Starmer. Wọ́n sáré rán wá pé kó wá bá gbogbo àwọn ọba yín, kó lọ bá Tinubu, kó wọ́n ní bàbá Akíntóyè àti Ìgbòho pé intent fẹ́ dáwọ́lé yìí. Agbára yín ò gbé o. Àwa ń sọ fún David Lammy àti UK government pé agbára táwa ń lò kò ń ṣagbára ti ẹ̀dá ènìyàn, agbára tàwọn tó nílẹ̀ Yorùbá ni. Whether it is the belief that you accept it or not, àwọn tó nílẹ̀ ló gbé wa dìde, ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè paná ẹ̀. Ẹ gbìyànjú ni, ẹ máa mú oríṣiríṣi ète wá, ẹ máa mú oríṣiríṣi ọ̀rọ̀ àbùkù wá, but ó ti di gingiri mọ́ wa lára. Because why? Because freedom. I'm going to play music. Even if that will be removed later, but for you to understand the power of freedom. Freedom is not going to be coming cheap. As a freedom fighter, you must expect everything thrown at you. They will even say that you have done this. Say it doesn't matter. As long as you know that that freedom is the best thing. And you cannot buy it, but you can have every reason to fight for it with everything you have. If you don't know who David Lammy is, we'll come back to the video. Because the way that camera is pointing there, you might not see him. That is him there. David Lammy, we are all blacks. But we are telling David Lammy that he has no right to tell Yoruba people to remain in Nigeria. He has no right. You know why? David Lammy screen. Baba Akíntóyè is there. David Lammy is there. Who do you want to believe? Is it the Koiki media that is lived in the UK for 27 years that knows that the UK government has compromised many things in this world? Or Igbowo to kola to ni ila to nkan ohun ni identity ohun. Ṣé David Lammy máa sọ fún Igbowo pé kó palẹ̀ rẹ̀? Àbí Baba Akíntóyè, the emeritus, the one that told us that Yoruba people have been existing for 14,000 years. Who do we believe? Do we believe the UK Secretary of State? I am not saying he's telling lies, but we don't want to accept the truth from him because UK. Anything coming out of UK is lies. Let's just feel a bit of freedom. Hearing it clearly, bomb bastard Yoruba people. You are hearing it clearly. Igbowo is telling you that the problem is coming. Oh, Sunny 2021. But Tinubu negotiate now. Two ways. He will negotiate inside a war. Ogun lo in the Middle East. They are telling Iran to come back on the round table. Iran ain't no go better for you now. Don't blow us, we will fight to the last blood. They are telling Tinubu now, negotiate Nigeria before it explodes. You can end up having heart attack, Tinubu, and you will not survive it. Let's go. They want you to be free. They want you to keep under the subjugation of the oppressor. Oppressor must rise up and fight back. This is not revolution. This is to fight back and take back one culture, one people. We're telling David Lammy, we cannot wait to 2075. Nigeria needs to be negotiated, to be divided, and return back to where it was before the slave trade and the fraudulent 1914 amalgamation. Wọ́n ní kò jáde o náà jáde o ń dúró de Ìgbòho túbọ̀ máa dúró de Ìgbòho má tètè yá jáde nísìn kò mọ̀ tó máa ṣe. America is fighting for their people. Igboho is fighting for his people. Baba Akíntóyè is fighting for his people. We cannot listen to Tinubu. Negotiate now before it is too late. Tinubu, negotiate now. It is going to be more bloody before 2027. My children, for enduring the pain with me. Freedom will come. I'm a bad one, but we will fight it to the last breath. And that means that you must rise up. Obodo dìde níbikíbi tó bá wà. Ìgbòho ní kọ́kọ́ ló fẹ́ ṣe. Ìgbòho sọ fún wa pé ká máa báṣẹ́ lọ òun á pàdé wa lọ́nà. Nobody can tell us rubbish. 2075, I will be 97. Even David Lammy would be probably our old. He is the Secretary of State, moving the British citizen out of the danger zone, yet want us to remain in the shithole Nigeria so that our life can remain the same. David Lammy, freedom is coming. It will happen before 2027, and that will be the end of the British Empire in that shithole country. Ìwọ̀nba díẹ̀ ní ti yín níbẹ̀. Mo ní kẹ́ lọ ra trainer sínú ilé, ẹlòmíì máa sáré tó yẹ pé ẹ sá 440 Togo lẹ ti máa dúró. And the sun is going down. The sun is going down every day, and millions of our people are dying. Mo rí èèyàn tó send video sí mi ní 4 o'clock in the morning. Ó ń fún ọmọ ẹ̀ ní gàrí mu. Ẹ ní ṣoríire gbogbo ẹ̀yin olóṣèlú yẹn. A máa ṣe kinní yẹn fún yín gbẹ̀yìn ni. Ó kù díẹ̀ sẹ̀. It is you and I that will confront it head square on. The more you have sympathy for that Olori Buruku country, the more David Lammy is smiling. Lammy himself migrated. His forefathers migrated to UK. But he made it through the politics in the UK. He became the MP in one part of the United Kingdom. He's currently working as the Secretary of State. And he's the one that told us after our letter that no, you cannot go out of Nigeria. Yoruba people must stay. Igbo people must stay. And we are asking David Lammy this question. He must be honest with this question and he must tell us the truth and nothing but the truth. If he can defend this question, we will remain in Nigeria. If David Lammy cannot answer this question, Nigeria will be divided across all lines because we can never be one. We are not one. We are not Igbos. We are not Igbos. I don't hate Igbos, but we are not Igbos. We are not Hausa. I don't hate Hausa. We are not Fulani. I don't hate Fulani. We are not Ijo. But on Yoruba territory, we will do whatever it takes to take it back. Even if it has to me to confront the government, we will do so. Some of you that say, you cannot fight the government. You will see. Many people have done it in the past. Go and look at the record of the IRA with the British government, and you will understand that we can fight the government. But you will not fight the government in conventional because they will kill every one of you. You fight the government strategically because government thinks that they are powerful, but we will weaken every part of the government in Yoruba land, and Yoruba nation will be declared as at the time. David Lammy, I beg, get me answer this question. One minute. David Lammy won't hijack our broadcast.
There is no land called Nigeria. There is no language called Nigeria. There are no people called Nigerians.
David Lammy, can you come out and tell us who are Nigerians? Where is Nigeria from? Who is a Nigerian? All these lies you did with your government from 1914, the Yoruba people have now been well equipped from the information coming under the leadership of Babakitoye that we are not one, according to Baba Olowo, is a mere geographical location, and the end of Nigeria is coming as it is getting pushed. If you think that 2027 will happen in Nigeria, Fulani would destroy Nigeria in every part. And that is why America is saying, get the hell out of Nigeria if you can do so with an American passport.
We're deceiving ourselves. We are not Nigerian. Okay, where is Nigeria? Where is the land called Nigeria?
Can David Lammy tell us where is Nigeria? What part is Nigeria? Is it in Igbo land, in Hausa, or in the Middle Belt, or in the Southwest? Nigeria will go down, and the history will be read in the school that there were groups of people that rose up and fight it with the British system, that told many Nigerians the lies that Nigeria is a one united country. Nigeria is not a one united country, and that is why we are saying to President Tinubu, negotiate now. The topic this afternoon will focus on that, and the topic says, and I quote, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu negotiate peacefully so that everybody goes their separate ways. It is the day 12 of the Yoruba Nation mega rally. This is still part of the mega rally. What we have asked is not something that Tinubu cannot do. But Tinubu wants to bow for the British and the French and the German and the Americans. They do not own Yoruba land. We love those countries, but we are telling them to tell Tinubu to negotiate now. If otherwise, there is danger ahead.
What is the Nigerian language? We are nations that have been forced together to live in one pathetic country. So anybody who goes there today to say, pray for Nigeria,
stop praying for Nigeria. Stop the prayer for Nigeria, because Nigeria is not a country. Tinubu knows that very well. Let me quickly take you back to the parliament in the UK. Maybe some of you don't know this parliament very well. I will explain how it works. This parliament, Nigeria. This parliament, this building where David Lam is standing, this is where the first constitution was written. Everything about Nigeria is controlled by Britain. Hey, just shut up. What do you know? We have independent. No, you never had any independent, my dear. You never had any independent, young man. You never had any independent, because your independent that was negotiated for the Fulani Caliphate, was negotiated for the Sultan of Sokoto as at that period. And that is why the current Sultan of Sokoto have more privilege and respect than Tinubu today. The end of Nigeria will be witnessed by many Nigerians, and the indigenous people will reside back. We can live together, but you will respect the constitution and the laws abide of each of this country. David Lamiso. So the British are smart. They want to rescue their people out of the war zone. Look at Britain. I told you that the conny way they inside Britain. Share the broadcast and invite others to do so. Please go and bring everybody in. Tell the politicians that that young boy, that young man, that one where they call say Nigeria go break. Some of you are doubting it. Some of you are even saying that it cannot happen because somebody in your church is praying for Nigeria. What part of Nigeria are they praying for? Is it the Igbo land, the Yoruba land, the Hausa land that has been taken away from them? The crazy politicians will kill each other before we get to 2027. I can assure you that. Go and see Ganduje and Shetima, the devil Shetima. I was watching the video as Shetima was shaking the hand. As Shetima got to Ganduje, another Fulani man, he just moved the body language. Shetima was there at the Ganduje was at the airport. Okay, we will deal with you. They will deal with each other. Tinubu will be used as a scapegoat. But let's focus back as what is happening in the Middle East has now entered Nigeria. The fight where they inside Middle East, it don't arrive. I don't see people for North. They don't shout, we no go green or we no go green. What are they not green of? Because they are in support of Iran. You can take side in the war. I don't have a problem. You can be Christian supporting Israel. You can be Muslim supporting Iran. But remember that Yoruba land can be used as a battleground. This is why Tinubu doesn't negotiate. Babakitoye has the mandate of 60 million Yoruba people to go ahead and declare Yoruba nation. If not, many lives will be lost. I repeat again, 60 million people have given Babakitoye the mandate to go ahead and declare Yoruba nation because the Northerners will flood more as America is fighting outside many miles away from Nigeria. Those in support of the Iran are already inside Nigeria. They can be part of Yoruba. We can deal with those ones because anybody that have any part to want to support terrorism in Yoruba land will be dealt with by the Yoruba government without any hesitation. We cannot allow any Yoruba Muslim to come and disturb the minds and the future of a Yoruba government. They will be dealt with the law. They are not going to be joking with. Deal with so don't pariwo Islamic fundamentalists. Let's leave them and first get the negotiation out either by peace by crisis, by anarchy. If Tinubu refused to negotiate before 2027, Baba Akintoye have every right to declare Yoruba nation. We will not wait for another shit-hole election, because election will not give peace in Nigeria in 2027. Election is going to bring war. I'll come back to that in the letter that Baba Akintoye. I revealed the letter again on TikTok, and I'll be giving you the pointer. Remember, we want to go back to the British Parliament when David Lammy was speaking to the members of Parliament. Have Nigerian Parliament been doing this? Are your senator deliberating how to rescue Nigerians? I saw a video where a young man, I believe he's not a young man, he's an elderly man from the Igbo. I can tell from this voice, because we know who we are. That is why we are not one. If Igbo speak now, I go no. If Yoruba speak, you go no. If Hausa speak, you go no. Fulani speak, you go no. Why then are we forcing ourselves to live in this shit or madness country? The man was saying that, where is the embassy staff? Embassy staff don't run away. You know those embassy staff? Most of them are Fulanis. They don't japa. They are in Cyprus. They've left Iran. They are in Cyprus. But I'll come back to that. Why would Britain want to bring their people back from the war zone? And the same Britain is advising Yoruba people to remain in a war zone. That is something that we want to question David Lammy this evening. I am not fighting him, but as a journalist, I am asking serious questions that need answer from the British government as quickly as possible. Let's listen to this.
Our crisis teams in London and the region have been working round the clock. Israel has put restrictions.
Let's start from the beginning again.
Mr. Speaker, as we respond to this fast-moving situation, our first priority remains the welfare of British nationals in Iran and Israel and our staff on the ground. Our crisis teams in London and the region have been working round the clock. Israel has put restrictions on its airspace since Friday the 13th of June. The British Embassy in Tel Aviv and British Consulate in Jerusalem are open. All our diplomats remain in place, supporting British nationals. And we have bolstered the embassy in Tel Aviv with a rapid deployment team from the UK. We have been working closely with the Israeli authorities to prepare flights to evacuate vulnerable British nationals and their dependents. Yesterday, we launched a booking portal for British nationals. Today, as soon as it was possible to enter airspace. Mr. Deputy Speaker, I can confirm to the House that a Royal Air Force A400 has flown in to Tel Aviv and taken 63 British nationals and their dependents to Cyprus, from where they will be brought home this evening. Further flights will follow in the coming days, security allowing. We will prioritise those with greatest need and contact those allocated a seat directly. We will send updates on future flights to all British nationals registered with the Foreign Office, and I encourage all British nationals still in Israel and the occupied territories to register their presence so they receive our updates.
Now, that is courtesy of the Sky News, one of the strong media in the UK. If everybody is supporting us with your £1, $1, you would also be making Koiki Media to be here more and more across Africa, still under self-determination. When we eventually have our full government, Koiki Media will decide how to get its revenue. But for now, we pray that in your heart, you will not stop supporting this platform. Let's go back and analyze the video quickly. That is David Lammy, the Foreign Secretary of the United Kingdom, a hard-working black man that started as an MP, well-loved after Benny Grant died, somewhere in Tottenham, an area that I know very well, not too far from the Tottenham football ground. David Lammy, as we know him, I will give you a bit of his background. But he is now saying that the British citizens that are stuck in Iran, Israel, and across is 52 years old. So he's a little bit older than me. Born on the 19th of July, 1972. David Lammy is not older than Nigeria, either is he older than Yoruba land. But as usual, politics is played across the globe. He's also playing the politics in line with the British interest in Nigeria. It's all about their interest Whether it's American, if you hear American speaking, it's about their interest, Japan interest, German interest, French interest. What about the Yoruba interest? Have they ever thought about we, the Yoruba people, interest under many of our people that have been subjugated, that have been taken away into a different lifestyle compared to the lifestyle of a British citizen that either went to Israel for whatever reason, is now being evacuated back to UK on a Royal Air Force aircraft? Is that not hypocrisy? That the British government can tell the Yoruba people that have had a lifestyle before the slave trade, that have had respect for women, that have had respect for welfareism, that have had respect for humanity. The British government, in coherence with Nigerian government, is saying that we should remain in Nigeria. The question is how? Let's analyze this video again, one at a time.
Mr. Speaker, as we respond...
He's saying to Mr. Speaker, in the future Yoruba government, this is how we will be operating and far better, where we will deliberate how to rescue Yoruba people if there's a problem somewhere, how to defend the right of Yoruba people regardless of whether it commit a crime in Thailand, in Australia, wherever they are. We will send our representative. No Nigerian embassy can respect you as a citizen of Nigeria anywhere. As I have lived in the UK for more than 2 decades, you will not get a consular respect in UK, not to talk about any of the Middle East. So whoever is living in the Middle East right now, you are on your own, because Nigerian government is not coming. This is the difference between a Yoruba future government tó máa fún ẹ ní àǹfààní tó máa jẹ́ pé tí nǹkankan bá ṣe o bóhùn ẹ onófẹ́ bóhùn ẹ kò nófẹ́. A Yoruba aircraft will be penetrating across the space as we have the airspace open. So the window of the airspace is what the British is working with. As America was going to attack on Saturday, Israel closed its airspace because they know that the B-2 bomber were coming. Woo! But as soon as they opened the airspace, 63 citizens were removed. How many millions of Yoruba people are we going to move to UK to come and live with us? How many can go and live in any African countries? How many can go and live even in America, in Asia? This is why a Yoruba government has the right to be declared as quickly as possible, because we can no longer live in a country where we are living in fear. We are living in constant fear on a daily basis. And the reason for that is the fraudulent amalgamation that was put together by Britain has had great impact on the lives of our people. And the only way we can elevate the pain, according to Baba Kitoye, is by removing Nigeria from ourselves and going back as Omo Dudua, Omo Yoruba, Yoruba Kingdom. Do not fight yourself about the name calling that it will be. The first fight is to make sure that we can exit out of this shit old 1914 fraudulent amalgamation. Prepare yourself for the battle ahead, because it is not going to come cheap. Let's go back to David Lammy. I want to focus on David Lammy. David Lammy wants to rescue many British out of the war zone.
Our first priority remains the
same David Lammy under the UK government doesn't want Baba Kitoye to rescue us. You can see the hypocrisy of this British system. They can go and rescue 63 people. I am not saying that those 63 people, but Ori Koloni, Abori Meji, Iwo tó ń gbọ́ mi, kí ló dé tó wá ń tako Baba Kitoye? Baba ní kó jáde, ono fi jáde. Baba fẹ́ gba orí ẹ̀ kúrò lọ́wọ́ Britain, because Britain ti mú orí gbogbo wa, ó gbé sábẹ́ Fúlàní, ó wá gbé Tinubu lé lórí. Àwọn wo Jagaban, ọmọ Yorùbá ni. Ọmọ kì í ṣe di bẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀, kí lẹ̀kẹ̀ má jà, gbogbo lẹ̀kẹ̀ ló ti já nídìí ẹ̀ báyìí. Tí UK bá lè gbéra pé àwọn fẹ́ lọ gba àwọn 63 sílẹ̀. I don't know whether there are many of them, but imagine taking an aircraft to go and bring 63 people back because they are in danger. What about Yoruba people that are in danger in Nigeria? What do we do around them? How do we help them? How do we rescue them? What more can we do? The only thing we can do is for us to say to the 60 million Yoruba people, your life is now secure under the rules that says self-determination is an inalienable right. That right will be respected by anybody, regardless of whether you are APC, PDP, regardless of whether you have the interest for Yoruba government. We will use that to free ourselves. Self-determination. Article 3, indigenous peoples have the right to self-determination. By the virtue of that right, which Babakito is currently using, they are freely determine their political status, not the one that criminal Tinubu is using presently. They are freely pursue their economic, where we can run a better economic and nobody needs to go to America and go and look for greener pasture. You don't have to go to UK. You don't even have to go to Libya, where you can build a bungalow as a Yoruba person in Libya, but a Yoruba man in Ibadan, in Ojo Elegba, in Ijebu, in Abeokuta, in Ekiti, in Osun, in Kwara, in Ilorin, cannot build a bungalow. You know why? Because the economic situation of Nigeria has become vaporized by the Fulani Caliphate. We can also have our social and cultural development. But those that disagree wants David Lammy to continue to laugh that by 2075, the fake country that they created that has expired, that have died, still can maintain another 50 years. 50 years from now, Fulani will have taken full control of every part of Yoruba land. And this is the reason why we are saying, President Bola Tinubu, you still have the mandate. You still have the opportunity. You still have what it takes. In the interest of your people, in the interest of peace and unity, and this Lugaderism amalgamation, whatever that means to you. That is Lugard, the man with the mustache that was working for the British as the governor administrator. For over 65 years, Fulani now have the privilege to move and kill, maim, rape, and nobody dares say no. They have been operating for 65 years. Babakitoye now say, Tinubu, Omolodu Ode, Tinubu, Jagaban, negotiate now. So I'm going to take us back to the letter, and I've already highlighted the pointer I want to use this evening. This was the letter Babakitoye sent to Tinubu last month, and I'll read it straight away. What we have asked is that in Tambere fun Jagaban Omolodu Ode, because ni gbọ́ràn, èmi mọ̀ pé ni gbọ́ràn. Àwọn tó ń tì ẹ́ yẹn, ó máa tì ẹ́ wọnú kòtò. Bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ yìí. Inú kòtò ló máa end up sí tó bá careful. We are calling you back, but you are not going to listen. This is Koiki Media bringing the world closer to our doorsteps. The only platform that analyzes the international, the local, and merge it together and explode your mind and determine whether you still want to remain in that shit Olori Buruku bomb bastard country called Nigeria that British created in 1914 that will be destroyed from top to bottom by the Fulanis, because we're not the one going to destroy it, because I don't have what it takes to destroy it. The letter tí Babakitoye kọ sí Tinubu la ṣe tún lọ fún Tinubu pé negotiate now, negotiate now. Má gbọ́ sí David Lammy, negotiate now. America ti lọ fa wèrè lọ́yàn, negotiate now. What we have asked is that you, Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, should facilitate negotiation between representative of Nigerian federal government, àwọn tó máa kó wá àti àwọn tó mọ Yorùbá people. Fún ìdí kan péré, kò ṣe pé ká wá sọ pé nígbà tá bá wá jọ pàdé, wà wá ní náà ẹ jẹ́ ká lọ ṣe 2027. No, ìyẹn kọ́ là ń bẹ̀ sọ Tinubu. Èyí tá à ń bẹ̀ sọ ni pé bó ṣe máa jẹ́ ká lọ negotiate. Ní wà nínú Nàìjíríà, ó ní Nàìjíríà kọ́ láti máa negotiate. A máa gbéra wa lọ síta ní Vienna, bí a ní Brussels ni, bí a ní New York ni, a máa jókòó níbẹ̀. ECOWAS máa bá wa jókòó, EU máa bá wa jókòó, United Nations representative máa bá wa jókòó àwa jọ debate bá ṣe intern béèrè fún Tinubu òun ni pé sórí àtẹ láìkì wàhálà wà rí pé àjà látijọ́ yìí àdàlúrú àṣe ìzọbúzọbú èyíbà èyí ìzọbú èyíbà ìzọbúzọbú èyíbà èyí àwọn òṣè yẹn àgbébọn kọlù ọlọ́pàá àgbébọn kọlù sójà sórí pé láti bí ọdún 4 kó tó di pé ó di president o lè sọ pé o ò gbọ́ nípa Yorùbá nation tó bá ní ògbọ́rọ̀ ló pa o lè parọ́ fún rẹ o lè parọ́ fáwa o mọ̀ pé bàbá Akíntóyè ló ń lead Yorùbá nation ó mọ̀ pé ọmọ Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho ló wà lẹ́yìn bàbá Akíntóyè pẹ̀lú gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè nígbà tí wọ́n wá ní èmi ló kàn ó fi yẹn parọ́ fún àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá nínú Abẹ́òkúta pé tó bá ti débẹ̀ o ayé yín máa dá ebi ò ní pa yín sórí gbogbo yẹn àwáwí nìyẹn in táwa ń béèrè fún òun ni a fẹ́ gba orílẹ̀-èdè a dẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ kájọ jókòó Ọlọ́run ti gbé débẹ̀ kò ń ṣe rẹ̀ ló gbé kò ń ṣe gbogbo ohun ògùn tó bá ṣe kò gbé débẹ̀ àdúrà tó ṣe kọ́ ló gbé débẹ̀ ohun Elédùmarè ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ̀ ló gbé débẹ̀ má wàá jẹ́ kí ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ̀ kó gbàbọ̀dé fún ẹ Tinubu tó bá jẹ́ kí ẹlẹ́dàá ẹ̀ gbàbọ̀dé fún ẹ wàá rí pé orí ẹ̀ yẹn wàá fàgbọ́n lórí ẹ̀ torí a sì lè negotiate ara wa nísìn torí bó ṣe jẹ́ president yẹn tètè pé bàbá Akíntóyè kó wá béèrè pé níbo ni ká ti pàdé àwa ní Vienna láti máa pàdé níbì kan láti máa pàdé ní Nàìjíríà o àwa jókòó a dẹ̀ máa tètè mú ọjọ́ before 2027 because ó lè fi olórí burúkú tiẹ̀ fi kó bá wa má fi olórí burúkú tiẹ̀ tí wọ́n bá ti lórí burúkú lára má fi tiẹ̀ kó bá wa torí Fúlàní ń bọ̀ báyìí à ń rí wọn Fúlàní ti wọlé dé ìyẹn ni bàbá Akíntóyè ṣe sọ fún ẹ pé tètè ọmọ olódò ọdẹ ilẹ̀kẹ̀ ti jáde díẹ̀ jẹ́ ká negotiate kájọ jókòó nǹkan kan tá dẹ̀ fẹ́ negotiate ni peace sórí tó o bá ti jẹ́ kí ìlànà peace jáde sórí àwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó ń bẹ nílé àtàwọn tó ń bẹ ní diaspora wọ́n ní time yẹn ti ń pẹ́ ju bó ṣe yẹ lọ mo wo movie kan lọ́sàn-án yìí ẹni tó bá láǹfààní tó bá ní Netflix ẹ lọ wo movie yẹn ẹni tó bá ní Netflix ẹ wá movie yẹn kẹ́ lọ wò ó àbí kó lọ download ẹ̀ in tí mo wò nínú movie yẹn Ọlọ́run Elédùmarè àwọn tó ní ẹ shut up kò sí nǹkan tẹ́ lè ṣe kí lẹ fẹ́ ṣe kí lẹ ní èlò ẹ máa ṣe èmi ò sọ pé a máa ṣe nǹkan kan bọ̀ farabalẹ̀ kó wo tọ́pìkì screenshot bíbá yóò screenshot ẹ̀ tètè screenshot ẹ̀ sórí múvì yìí nǹkan kan ṣẹlẹ̀ níbẹ̀ táwọn aráàlú náà wọn ò ní gbà ìtọ́ ṣe níbẹ̀ ẹnu mi kọ́ ló ti máa gbọ́ ẹnu tèmi kọ́ ló ti máa gbọ́ ìwọ náà lọ wò in tí ọmọ Yorùbá ń sọ fún Tinubu ni pé jẹ́ ká jókòó ṣòro àwọn olóṣèlú tó ń sọ fún torí wọ́n ń pè mí lẹ́yìn wọ́n sọ fún wa wọ́n sọ fún àwọn kan pé a fẹ́ darapọ̀ mọ́ yín o àmọ́ Tinubu ni kò jẹ́ ká darapọ̀ mọ́ yín ó máa kó gbogbo wọn sínú wàhálà o gbogbo orí yín ló máa fi fàgbọ́n látòkè délẹ̀ wà láìka láìsúnmọ́ bí láìlàzílà hùwà kò sí bá bálẹ̀ ẹni tó lè sọ pé kò ní rí bẹ́ẹ̀ má wàá jẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ má jẹ́ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹni tó bá ń bèrè orúkọ múvì yẹn torí à ń rìkọ́dì ilé náà òun náà pè ní heaven and hell ó mọ̀ pé heaven wọn níbì kan ní wà lókè èmi ò mọ ẹni tó lọ tó padà gbogbo akọ̀nà ń gbọ́ pé heaven wà níbì kan ni bọ̀ sórí hellfire yẹn ní Nàìjíríà lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ yìí ẹ̀yin ọmọ Yorùbá ẹ sọ fún Jagaban ẹni kò jẹ́ ká negotiate peacefully Fúlàní ní àwọn ń bọ̀ America government US government ó ní Nigerians àti àwọn ọmọ America US embassy ó ń sọ fáwọn èèyàn wọn òun ni mo fi wọ̀nyí lẹ́ẹ̀kan ó wọ́n àwọn citizen wọn wherever you are in Nigeria avoid any military bases. Can we now say that every military basis in Nigeria has been compromised? The evidence is out there. That is the headline in Mikomoso, People's Gazette. But because we are worried and scared because the situation in the military in the Middle East, Nigeria, in America, ṣe ń wọ́n àwọn citizen wọn. Bàbá Akíntóyè ti ń wọ́n ti bí ọdún 5 àmọ́ Tinubu tó débẹ̀ lé nísìn ṣe ló gbójú sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ báyìí ó ṣe bí ìgbà tó yẹ pé etí òun di kò gbọ́n kankan ó gbọ́ àmọ́ wọ́n ní ó sọ fún bàbá kí tó yẹ pé bàbá ẹ lọ jókòó sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan bàbá yẹn lọ jókòó sẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kan bàbá wa ní kí n rán ẹ létí pé a sì lè negotiate. Ẹkún táwọn ọmọ Yorùbá tó ti ń sun láti ìgbà tí wọ́n ti kó wọn sínú Nàìjíríà ara tó ní wọ́n a fẹ́ gbọ́n dànù ọ̀nà tá a lè fi gbọ́n dànù ni pé ká dá dúró gẹ́gẹ́ bí orílẹ̀-èdè tiwa ká gba òmìnira tiwa ká dá dúró àfẹ́ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́ tó bá wá ní òfin negotiate wọ́n ní tó bá sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ á jẹ́ pé o fẹ́ jẹ́ kí àwọn Fúlàní túbọ̀ máa ṣe jàǹbá lórí wa o dẹ̀ fẹ́ jẹ́ kí ara máa ní wá ara ò dẹ̀ fẹ́ ní wá mọ́ la ṣe ń pariwo pa a fẹ́ lọ. Hey, insecurity o ò lè kápá ẹ̀ mọ́ Tinubu o ò lè kápá ẹ̀ mọ́ ó ti kọjá agbára ẹ̀ o ò lè kápá ẹ̀ mọ́. Amẹ́ríkà ti ń sọ nísìnyí fáwọn ọmọ wọn pé ẹ tètè evacuate. Ẹni tó bá mọ Tinubu ẹni kó sọ fún rẹ̀ pé ṣé lùgádì tí ó kó gbogbo àpapọ̀ nígbà tó ẹ̀ tí bí Tinubu ṣé kò wá dá kí Tinubu kó overturn ẹ̀ kó overrun ẹ̀ àbí kó overturn ẹ̀ tó bá náà wọ́n ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ àwọn ò sọ pé nǹkan báyìí la fẹ́ ṣe. We will continue our campaign, but we will continue our mobilization. We will continue to tell the truth to the world that the country that has been put together needs now to come to an end. And that is the only thing we can do. We don't have the power, but we have what it takes upstairs to destabilize the system. US government probably knows something is coming. Is it a military coup? Is it an attack on the federal government? Is it the Fulani that are now coming more and more? Let me remind us that there was a bomb threat in Abuja, not just a bomb threat, but it actually a suicide bomber. A suicide bomber in Abuja happened some few weeks back. Does the US government that has all the resources that you can ever think of, we have now started seeing more of the suicide bomber across Nigeria. Let me give you some of the timeline quickly. Last week, there was a Kano bomb attack. There was Borno bomb attack. There was Plateau bomb attack. Could Lagos be the next location? Could Oyo State be the next location? Could Ogun State? Could Osun? Níbo ló máa jẹ́ the next location? Ọmọ Yorùbá tí ó ń dispute pé a máa lọ fún 2027 tí wọ́n bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí yín bomb sí gbogbo ibi tí ó ti fẹ́ lọ ṣe election. Ǹjẹ́ ó ronú bẹ́ẹ̀? Ǹjẹ́ ọmọ tí El-Rufai fẹ́ ṣe? Let me take you to ABC News, one of the news networks in the United States of America, where people pay for them to show their services. But tabani kesanwo fún Koiki Media, kesanwo port wa keran wa lọ́wọ́, you will always say, why is it all about money? ABC News, as you can see, June 21, 2025, at 11:35